My name is Steve today, and I'm here with Liubov Ananeva. And we're going to talk about our Toastmasters experiences. How are you doing, Liubov?
Oh, I'm good, Steve. What about you? How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Now, you are a member of Island City Toastmasters, and this year you're club president. Tell us about being club president of Island City Toastmasters.
Oh, thank you, Steve. That's a great experience of being president. It's something absolutely new for me. Mm-hmm. And I'm learning. I'm like a nonstop process of learning something new about how to manage our meeting, how to be flexible, how to arrange our meetings because sometimes people just have some emergency situations and I have to fill in roles to make it go smoothly. So it's a new great experience for me.
All right, great. So as president, you're the face of the club, but you have to make sure roles are filled, and then if somebody cancels at the last minute, somebody has to take their role. And then one of the value-added things we get out of Toastmasters is we join to learn how to be a better speaker, but we also learn how to run good meetings, don't we?
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I do as a president. Yeah.
Great. Now, who introduced you to Toastmasters, and what made you decide to join?
I think it was my husband who mentioned Toastmasters once somewhere. I actually don't remember, but I guess it was him. Mm-hmm. And then I Googled what it is, Toastmasters, and it turned out that it is an organization where people practice their public speaking skills. And I Googled again and found out that there are 4 clubs in Alameda. It's a small city, but 4 clubs. And I just found a link, and the first link was to the Island City Club, and I joined. It was Monday, and I joined, and here I am. I'm the president of the Island City Toastmasters Club. Yeah. So it was just a lucky coincidence.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Mm-hmm. So you joined to become a better speaker, and you found out that you liked it, you enjoyed the club, and they liked you, and they elected you president of the club.
Yeah. What I liked about this first meeting, I felt safe, like no pressure, no anxiety. Everyone was very supportive, and it was like we had a lot of fun. So, and I just joined in a week.
Fantastic.
I didn't give a lot of thought to it. I just joined and I just did it.
All right. Now, you definitely had an impact to the club because they chose to elect you president. What kind of impact has Toastmasters had on you?
Oh, that's a great question. Actually, it has had an amazing impact on me since my first meeting a little bit more than a year ago, in June of 2021. Yeah, it was June of 2021. So I've changed a lot as a person and as a speaker. And the main areas I've changed are, I think, it's self-confidence, definitely. It's openness, and it's community. And I'd like to say something about this. Firstly, Toastmasters has helped me to become more open. And I am an introvert, and I preferred, like always preferred, to take a backseat on communication, just not to be seen, not to be heard. And when at our meetings, during our meetings, I feel I have to show up, I have to say. And what the most precious thing about Toastmasters, when you share something personal, you feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
You feel safe. So you feel that you can share, and people hear you, and they have the same feelings as you. So this feeling of being safe, it's, I think, the most precious thing about Toastmasters, about our meetings. And when you feel safe, you just open yourself. You just share your personal experience, which most people just, they prefer to hide this experience. Because it makes us vulnerable. To be vulnerable, it's not safe at all. But here at Toastmasters meeting, the most precious thing is you always feel safe and you feel the support.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So as an introvert, did you go in with a fear of public speaking?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And it's normal, I think. It's just life. We all experience this fear of public speaking. I think that's why we all hear Toastmasters, because we all have the same fear of public speaking. Mm-hmm. And we have come here to learn. And it's not easy, no, and it just doesn't happen at night. It takes time. And my first speeches, I had this feeling of anxiety and heart beating, and shaking hands. Now I can say, after a year of my experience, yeah, I still feel anxious, but not like a lot of heart beating and not a lot of shaking hands. I feel more comfortable. Definitely. After a year. Mm-hmm.
So after a year of Toastmasters, is there specifically a way or a process that you went through to overcome your fear of public speaking, or at least to get it under control?
What I do before our meetings, I take some breaths, like deep breaths, and a little bit of meditation. Like, I can do it. I did it previously, and I can do it now, just to relax. Some exercising, and that works great for me.
So it's preparing beforehand to get yourself, to get your mind right, and you do mindfulness activities, whether it's breathing or
meditation.
Or meditation, right? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. As far as benefits, so you've done Toastmasters for a year. You've, if not completely overcome the fear of public speaking, you've learned how to manage it. What have the significant benefits been?
The most significant benefit for me is people. I've met a lot of wonderful people. They're great, they're wonderful public speakers. They're great leaders. They're great communicators. They're smart. They're intelligent. They're generous. I think the most precious benefit from our life, people we meet in our life, and what we can get from these people, what we can learn from these people. I think that's the greatest benefit from my experience with Toastmasters.
Oh, very good. Very good. That's touching. What are you most proud of?
Honestly, Steve, I'm proud of myself when every week, every Monday at 7 p.m., I take my laptop and open a Zoom app and start the meeting. I just show up and run the meeting. And that's, I guess, my best achievement, just to show up and run the meeting and give speeches and give feedbacks and manage the meeting and meet people. I think that's what I'm proud of.
All right. Did you think maybe 3 years ago that you'd be running meetings?
Never. Honestly, that's why I joined Toastmasters. As English is not my mother tongue, it's my second language. So I just was in a search of opportunities to practice English. Mm-hmm. And I considered Toastmasters to be a good place to practice my English. But I couldn't even imagine to be president of the club. I joined just to practice some English and probably to practice some public speaking skills, to develop some public speaking skills as a part of my journey with English. But now, I'm the president of the club.
That's fantastic. Now, English is your second language. How long have you been in the United States?
About 6 years.
About 6 years. And where did you immigrate from?
Russia.
Russia. Okay. And you're making incredible progress. How do you feel as a speaker? Do you feel like you're becoming a good speaker?
Not at all, honestly. No, not at all. But I do my best. And it goes without saying, yeah, am I right? It goes without saying that it's not a good idea to compare yourself with someone. You can compare yourself just with yourself, no one else. Right. So to compare myself a year ago and myself today at the moment, I definitely made a big progress with my public speaking. Yeah, so I think I'm a better speaker than I was a year ago, and I guess that's great. That's what I did. I can be proud of it.
You can be proud of it, and that makes you a Toastmaster success story. Because if we just improve at our own pace, and if we're all better, no matter what level we are, whether we're a brand new Toastmaster or whether we're a professional speaker, if we're better a year from now than we were at the beginning of the year, it's been a good year. And I think you understand the essence of Toastmasters right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
I've been a Toastmaster since 2008. And for the last, 14 years, the biggest question I get is, how do I find a topic for a speech? How do you find a topic for a speech?
That's a great question. It happens occasionally. It can happen at any moment when I read a book, and it can be just a word from the book. When I chit-chat with someone, just the idea. When I watch movies, sometimes it happens when I just see something, just a thought from anywhere. Sometimes, as I watch a lot of videos of performances of public speakers, Toastmasters, for example, and I get this idea, I can talk about this. That's what I have in my life. I have this kind of experience in my life. It would be great to talk about it. It happens anywhere, anytime, any place. That's how it works for me. And at this moment, the most important thing just to have a pen, as I'm this pen person, and a piece of paper, just to get it, to fix it. Yeah.
A pen and a piece of paper. If you document it,
Yeah.
no matter what happens, there's a speech in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Good, good. Now, at the beginning, you said more than once that it's safe and supportive at a Toastmasters meeting. And that's the most important thing to me too, because I've gotten up in front of the group of Toastmasters and I've messed things up. I've goofed things up. Have you had any embarrassing moments or anything
Yeah.
that you look back now and laugh or want to talk about?
A lot, honestly, a lot of. Sometimes when I feel nervous, I forget I just forget words. I feel numb at this moment. What is the word? What is the proper word? But I try to get the word just to express myself, probably in different words. Yeah, it happens. It's normal. And it doesn't matter if you're a native speaker or non-native speaker. It happens to everybody. Absolutely. So just do not pay a lot of attention to this negative experience and just to concentrate on positive experience. And that's a kind of motivation for me to learn more English, to read more English books, to watch movies, to watch performances of these public speakers, like to do more about my English, to feel more confident with my English. Yeah, but it happens. It happens a lot, but it's okay.
Well, the best news is if you're working on a project that you're going to do at work, if you practice it at the Toastmasters meeting and something doesn't go right, it's a Toastmasters meeting.
Yeah.
Everybody's supportive. You can get all your mistakes out of the way, clear up as much as you can, and then you'll knock it out of the park when you do it for real, when you're talking with a customer or when you're talking with the manager. So I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one. Now, go ahead.
We are all human beings. We all make mistakes in our life, and it's normal. Just to see this like normal, nothing extraordinary. That's okay to make mistakes. That's how we study. That's how we learn about life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Now, we've talked mostly about giving speeches. Speeches are usually 5 to 7 minutes, and that's a moderate amount of time, and it's enough time to tell your story. But there's also table topics, impromptu speaking. Can you tell us a little bit about table topics and your experiences with those?
Yeah, I like it. Actually, I like this part of our meetings. Impromptu speaking. Yeah, it's more challenging for me, impromptu speaking. I feel more confident with these prepared speeches because I actually spend a lot of time to prepare my speech. It takes me about a week probably to prepare the speech. It's not perfect, but still I feel more confident about impromptu speech. But it's a great chance to improvise, to be natural, to sound natural, and to have fun. Because Toastmasters, what the whole point? You feel safe because people around you, they don't take it too seriously. Yeah, it is a serious stuff, but they don't take it too seriously. That's just life. And life is about fun, having fun. So it's okay. Yeah, and I like impromptu speech. Mostly I do this. I take this table topics master because I like to. Here I forget this word, English word. I like to surprise people, to get them surprised with unusual questions or unusual tasks, and we often play in this part of our meeting. I like unusual questions like, we pretend to be like cartoons, heroes, characters like Winnie Pooh or Piglet and so on. Yeah, we do a lot of fun. I like to see them relaxed and smiling and enjoying this part. Yeah, it's a great part of our meeting.
Great, great. Well, you're making me smile right now, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah. So, just pretend you're a piglet. Yeah.
Can I ask you a table topics question?
Absolutely.
All right. If you were a piece of paper, how would you like to be used before you were trashed?
That's a great question. I see two options. I have two options. And the first one, I'd like to be a kid's drawing, a kid's picture. And another option is a love letter. And I can explain why kids drawing. I think when the kid creates this masterpiece on a piece of paper with just crayons or markers, it doesn't matter, or paint, the kid creates a better world on this piece of paper. And it's all about creativity, it's all about honesty, about generosity, and about this ability to create this beautiful, happy world on this piece of paper. This generosity, honesty, creativity, I think that's what we grown-ups sometimes lack in our life. That's why I'd like to be this kid's drawing. And another option is a love letter.
A love letter.
Letter, like a piece of paper, like real letter, not this email, but real love letter. It's so romantic, and it's about love. Love, like, is a quintessence of life. That's what life is about hope, about faith, and about love. So I have these two options, a kid's drawing and a love letter. And I don't know what's the best. I'm still choosing. Like, I have some time to consider what's better, what's the best.
All right. Well, it's a work in progress then.
Yeah.
All right. Now, somebody is probably watching and they're considering joining Toastmasters. What advice would you give them?
I have the only advice. Google your area, find a club, and join the club, and do it today. During this spring convention of District 57, we have this spring convention, spring conference, and they invited a terrific storyteller, Matthew Dix, and he gave a session about storytelling, and I got excited. It was very interesting, and I read his book, and the title of the book, Sunday is Today. So Sunday is today. Like, sometimes people just wait, it's not perfect time, I'm not in perfect situation. There is no perfect time, and there is no perfect situation. The perfect time is now. So just do it now. Google your area, find the club, and join the club. And it will be extremely beneficial for everyone, as a person, as a leader, as a public speaker. I think, I like this. There is a poem by Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. And and there is these lines in this poem. I shall be telling this with a sign, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Just take this road and it will make all the difference for you. That is my advice for everyone.
That is great advice. That is fantastic advice. Liubov, Ananeva, thank you very much for being on the show today. Although Island City Toastmasters and Liubov are located in Alameda, California, you don't have to be in Alameda, California to visit Liubov and her club at Island City Toastmasters. You can Google Island City Toastmasters, and they meet on Zoom, and wherever you live, wherever you're located, you can check out one of their meetings. And it's at 7 o'clock every Monday night, 7 o'clock Pacific time. And I'm sure you and the members of Island City Toastmasters would love to see people come and visit your club.
We'll be happy to have more members. Welcome, everyone.
All right. Well, terrific. Well, Liubov, thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you, Steve.